Okay, let me start by saying I hope that all your families and yourself are healthy and safe at this unprecedented time. Um, what an awful time in our history, and we're all having to find a new normal and start over. And there'll be some things that come out of this that we've learned for our lives in the future, and we'll probably appreciate things more. But to not be able to see you guys and talk to you on a every other day basis, and not be able to be around our players and our coaches, it's changed our lives. And I really realize probably I need to do a better job of opening up some other interests, because my interests are sports, my family, my faith, and my friends, and that's it. That's all I got. So I'm having to really be creative and try to look at some new and some different things. I also have to say that thanks to our first responders and our healthcare personnel, we're all being told to isolate ourselves and to run from the virus. And these heroes are having to go out and go right in the face of it, and put themselves at risk, their families at risk. And so they are real heroes right now, more than at any time I can remember in my life. So we need to keep our thoughts and prayers with those groups of people that are out there sacrificing their families for us. We challenged our team and our coaches at this time. We always say that great leaders turn crises into positives, and that's never been more true than now. So we've told our staff that you've got to reach out to your players in your room, your position guys. And they started class today online. They're resuming their off-season program today online, and it's different because Coach Hess has got a program for those that have weights available, and he's got a program for those that don't. So he's actually teaching guys in their own homes how to continue to be stronger, or at least maintain your strength without any weights. So he's got two different programs today. We've got our nutritionist, Kelsey Gomez, that's reaching out to every player and trying to make sure that their needs continue to be met. We're sending them things constantly, whether it's scholarship checks or whether it is nutritional needs that they have. That they had Jordans coming to them available for workouts, so we are sending those this morning. So we're trying to do everything within our within our capabilities of helping our guys to get a new routine and make sure that they move forward with that routine. And we're all creatures of a routine, and they're out of one. So now we've asked their parents, and we've asked them to help it. So we're having Zoom meetings with our academic counselors and us and the players. The faculty was taught last week how to teach classes online. So today, for the first time, our guys are actually online with their classes, and we'll have to see how that goes this afternoon as we're moving forward. The other thing is we have staff meetings a couple of times a week. We had one this morning for an hour, and our entire staff is on just like we are with Zoom. And what we're doing is talking about recruiting, and we're talking about each player. We're talking about the things that we would normally be talking about if we had our meetings and we're in the middle of spring practice. So as far as the future's concerned, who knows? I think the NCAA has said we can't have any off-campus recruiting until after April 15th. The CDC has said that basically our normal programming is shut down till May 9th. So who knows? Who knows what's next? People say, can you have spring practice? We've actually proposed that we might get 10 days of spring practice this summer, like a pro camp. And we could get in shorts for just an opportunity to get to see the freshmen and get to know a little bit more about them. Some have talked about tacking on maybe 5 extra days of practice in the fall. I'd rather see it in the summer if we have it. Some question whether we'll be able to have a full football season. Some question whether we'll be able to have any football season. Some have talked about canceling the out-of-conference games and just having the conference games. In my position, what I've got to do is look at the possibility of us having a summer workout with spring practice. So we've got to prepare for that. And my gosh, we've got time to do it now. And we also have to look at having a full season. If it's not a full season, we can adjust down, but it's hard to adjust up if you're not prepared. So we're fully preparing to have work this summer, and we're fully preparing to have a full preseason and season like normal when we get to the fall. We're also having counselors available to reach out for depression and anxiety, because this is tough stuff. And there's some hungry people out there. There's people without jobs, and some of our parents of our players have lost their jobs, and it's hard for the families to feed their kids, and that's a very difficult time. So we've got counseling like we normally do that is available for them, but we're in constant contact with our guys. And we felt like probably the most important thing right now is to over communicate. We want to talk to them and be available to them at all times, and anything they need, they can get. So like Luke Ross, our trainer, sent a form out this morning, emailed the form to them. Do you need anything? And just check it and get back with us, and then we'll follow up as we do that, and we'll do that 2 or 3 different times a week. We also hired a new guy a couple of weeks ago that we're just announcing today. Kevin Donnelly is hired as our he is in charge of our high school relations position. And Kevin played for us when I was here. He's 13 years in the NFL with the Oilers, the Dolphins, and the Panthers. He was a high school coach some, and then worked at UNC Charlotte. And any time that we can hire somebody who went to school here, that loves this place, that played for us and experienced what it was like to play for us, and is qualified and very talented, we think that it really helps in a lot of different areas, but it helps us sell our program, because nobody knows it better than the Corey Hollidays and the Dwight Hoyers and the Rick Steinbachers and Tommy Thigpens and Dre Bly's, and now you add Kevin to this as well.